Welcome back to another episode of NFT Catcher Podcast. We'd like to remind everybody that nothing on the show is meant as financial advice, and to please do your own research. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Now the subject is NFTs.
They're known as non-fungible tokens, or NFTs.
NFTs are exploding in popularity.
This is a technology that will forever change the way people interact.
So it is happening whether you understand it and like it or not.
This phenomenon is moving. The digital.
You have now joined Jenny from the blockchain and Michael Keene on the NFT Catcher Podcast.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the NFT Catcher Podcast with me, Jenny from the blockchain, and my co-host, Michael Keene. Today is a very special episode because it is episode number 69. I guess just numerically special, nothing else besides that. But yes, we are here for episode 69. I can't believe, Michael, can you believe we've been recording?
It's amazing.
69 episodes, like.
And we're coming up on our 1 year anniversary too, which is amazing.
That's so true. Yeah, in a month, right?
Yep. Yeah, early August. Yeah.
Early August, yes. So for those of you who have been listening, maybe this whole time, maybe you just started listening, I really want to encourage you to write a review on Apple Podcasts if you can. It just helps other people see what our podcast is about. And it's really always fun to read reviews. That's like one of my favorite things ever. We don't have any reviews this month yet. So can we get a couple? Let's see. Come on, episode 69, folks. Write a little something. All right. But besides that, we got to dive into what has happened this week. We really haven't done a Sunday recap together in a while since the last Sunday. I think we did.
Yeah, I think it was before. Was it before NYC? It's probably like almost 3 weeks now.
Oh yeah. It's been a minute for sure.
Yeah, it has. Too long. I love these episodes.
Yes, they're always fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So how have you been? Everything been good?
Yeah, I've been great.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, doing great. Spent a lot of time outside today. You know, the weekends are my time to go outside and just get some sun. So
cool. Yeah, we've been doing all kinds of outdoor stuff I was on a boat on Lake Cayuga today for the sunset, and we're up in like near Ithaca, New York, just pretty much all doing outdoor stuff, getting chewed up by the bugs.
Oh yeah, because you said your Europe trip kind of fell through, so you ended up going to New York, right? Yeah.
So we had to bring our dog with us because we couldn't find a dog sitter, and our nephew was getting left with my wife. It was just going to be my wife it would have been 4 kids and the dog, and she just kind of bugged out. It was a little too much. So family first. I had to postpone that trip. So I'm up in Ithaca, New York, enjoying time up here though with family. We have a wedding next weekend. It's all good.
Fun.
Yeah, it's good stuff. In the NFT space, I'm super excited. So today is Sunday, July 10th, and tomorrow, the long-awaited book by Jenkins, the Valet, Bored and Dangerous, is going to be dropping.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I have 4 of them, and it's been one of my favorite projects. And my ape is licensed, my mutant is licensed, and so I'm super excited for it. And they're doing a lot of really cool drop mechanics with it. I don't know if you've looked at it at all, but there's a lot going on. They put out. So for one thing they did a few days ago, they put out this hand-drawn picture of 900 or so apes and mutants that were licensed with a key. And mine is actually on there somewhere. I haven't had the time to go through it and find myself, but I'm excited to do that.
Gosh.
I know, it's so cool.
There's so many. Yeah. And it's kind of like, where's Waldo? You're trying to find
exactly
Jenkins,
what it's
right?
like. That's exactly what it's like. Yep.
But then everyone's just like finding their mutants and their apes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So I need to go find mine at some point before long. That's cool that somebody hand drew that on there. So the book is dropping as an NFT, and we're going to supposedly be getting, part of these royalties. I'm interested to see how that works out. But Yeah. So that's supposed to be part of it.
So who's getting the royalties? The holders of the Jenkins?
The apes and mutants that licensed their NFT.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That licensed it, like the 800 apes and mutants, or
nope. There were, so the 800 were the Valet keys, but there's also the tickets. So there was I think there's 5,000 or so that licensed, maybe a little bit under, with the tickets, the keys, the stands, and the yachts. And each of the different, there's different rarities. Each one got you different things. If you had a yacht, your character actually gets featured in the book, by name, becomes a main character. Yep. If you had the Valet stand, I think they're drawing a picture of you in the book. If you had the key, which is one of the ones I have, then that's when I got on that big collage picture and whatever else it is. And then the common one is the ticket, and you get I think you get an acknowledgement in the book.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep. And the royalties. So tomorrow they're doing a Dutch auction. There's going to be about 21,000 of these books to start. They're doing a Dutch auction, and there are, I think it's 2,600 or so. So it's a low number. And the Dutch auction's going from, this is a public Dutch auction, from 0.8 down to 0.2. My guess is it'll get to 0.2, but I think they're probably pretty smart with having so few that maybe they'll sell a little earlier, but I'm pretty sure they'll get to.
What's the quantity that it's out of?
There's only going to be overall, there's going to be 21,000 books.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. There's going to be a burning mechanism, which I'll go into in a minute. But so there's 3 separate parts of the drop. So tomorrow's the public Dutch auction, which is 20 some hundred of them, 0.8 down to 0.2. And then there's going to be the right list, which is their allow list, which is everybody that's a holder is going to get to mint. And they have 11,000 set aside for that. And, or even more, maybe 13,000. And those people are going to get a 25% discount on wherever the Dutch auction ends. So if the Dutch auction ends at 0.2, people like myself that are on the list are going to be able to buy at, 0.15, which doesn't seem terrible at this point.
Yeah. Solid.
Especially because you're going to be able to. So what happens is if you have one of these books, similar to Pixel Vault, what they did originally, you're going to be able to either burn or stake. And if you burn your NFT, it's getting a little bit complicated, but it's I think it's good. If you burn your NFT, you're going to get this Azure route, which is going to be able to be your ticket to getting one of the PFPs, the characters from Azure, what is it called? Azure Bali, their new thing they're working on.
I don't know what it's called.
You don't know? Yeah,
I saw the word, but it was too hard to pronounce, so I just glazed over it.
Yeah, Azure Bala, that's what it is. Okay. And the characters are Azorians. I got that. Okay, so I could sound a little bit. We had Not Thread Guy on, if you remember, and he kind of went over this. Yeah. But now it's really coming, and it's there's a lot to it. So with that root, the longer you hold the root, the stronger your character will be. So if you can change it right away for one of those characters, but if you hold it longer, it gets stronger. It's a whole thing. So I'm going to try and end up with I already have 4. So I'm going to have at least 4 for free. Because all the holders will get a free one, but I'm going to try and do a mixture of staking and burning and play the game a little bit and go along with them. I really believe in the whole program they have going on. I think they're doing a lot of things the right way. So
keep us posted.
I will.
I don't know if I had told you this, but when I went, because you lent me your Jenkins, and I was able, and you weren't able to go to the party, and then I felt so bad about it. It is what it is. Anyway, I went to their party. It was a small, 200 people type of thing, and one of the founders, Safa.
I know the name. I don't know them personally. So
he is one of the founders of it, and he's kind of anonymous in the founder like as the founder. But then like I saw him and I was like, why does he look so familiar to me? And I come up to him and I'm like, and I was trying to figure it out. I was like, oh, how does he look so familiar? Like, who is he? And finally it hit me. And I went up to him and I was like, are you Josh Hart's manager? And he was like,
what?
Yeah. And he was like, yeah, I am. Like, I'm surprised nobody else has like noticed that. But really, it's only the Top Shot people that would notice that, because back when Josh Hart was super involved in Top Shot, like everyone knew about, I think his real name's like Matt or Maddie or something like that. But yeah, and so I'm just like, I don't know if I just exposed him.
I think you just doxed him on the. I think that was it.
Guys,
leave it in, Andy. Okay? Leave it in.
Leave it in. Leave it in.
Let's see if we hear. Let's cause a controversy.
Don't tell anybody that I told you. Oh, it's I love Matty Ice on Twitter. Like that. And that's who I recognized. But he has his punk right now as his profile picture. But yeah, I was just like, because I was like, Safa? Who? I'm like, I know that guy. That guy's name is something
That's
else.
wild. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and he's been, working on Jenkins for a while now. And I'm just like, wow, so cool.
Cool.
But yeah, Alpha League.
Yeah, Alpha League. I didn't expect that one. That's what's up. I'm excited for the Jenkins the Valet drop. Bored and Dangerous. I'll probably even try and read the book. I haven't read a book in a long time, but
hey, oh my god. I'll read the book. I love reading.
Yeah.
That's to read. On the planes, I'm always finishing books on planes.
Yeah, on planes, I put my headphones on, the same ones I'm wearing now, and I listen to podcasts. That's what I do. I try and close my eyes. That's what I do on airplanes. Yeah. For sure. So next up, let's talk about some wild security, because there've been some more fraud out there. Some ones that are easy to get caught up in. We've talked a lot about, security and not getting scammed. And it's been a little while since we talked about it. It's really important. Obviously everybody, if you're new to the space, that's one of the first things you really need to learn about, because a wrong click or two and your wallet can get drained. Like literally, it's happened to really smart people many times. And so there's a new one where the site Premint. Mm-hmm. So there'll be a free Premint, and they'll be holding a raffle, and it's free. So they don't even have to get people excited to buy it. It's just free. And when you go to their website, when you connect to the website, you're actually giving they scan your wallet ahead of time and figure out what your most expensive NFT is, or what the best project they want to target. And you give them permission to access that contract. And as soon as you do that, they transfer out your NFT. And then whoever has a collection offer, they'll just accept whatever offer that is to get it out of theirs right away. It goes to an unsuspecting buyer, and it's already down the line. So that is a nasty scam that's out there. So anything you're buying, free mints, don't just run to a free mint. It needs to be something that other people are buying that seems legit. It's really not worth it, because especially if you're using a wallet that has other NFTs in it. A lot of times what'll happen is the free mint will say, hey, if you own a Doodles, then you can get in this raffle. It's not even affiliated with Doodles, but what that means is you need to connect to Premint with your Doodles wallet.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Right. Exactly.
Yeah. And so unfortunately, this happened to Andy, our producer.
Yeah.
So Andy, if you're there, we need to hear the story. This is an exclusive, bringing Andy on the pod.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's because he got scammed out of one of his NFTs. But yeah, Andy, what happened? What happened this weekend?
It was one raffles from Premint, and you get emails. So I connected right from one of their emails, and stupidly, was even in my head saying, "Oh, this is the last one of these I'm doing. These things aren't worth it." Well, I should have stopped there. and like Mike said, like, you connect, like, and like give permission. I even caught myself halfway through it, but it was still too late. Like I disconnected and like and revoked, but like the damage was already done. So I mean, and typically my guard was down because like I pre-mint, like I was pretty big fan of before this. But so that, and my advice would be definitely to only interact with your wallet when you're like, you got 100% of your attention devoted to it. Like, don't do it when you have like, your family running around. Don't do it like when you're tired. Don't do it like, all the DJ and stuff that we all do. Don't don't do that. So definitely, I mean, not that I was super careful most of the time all before, but this one damn time they got me. They got my gutter dog.
No, your gutter dog.
It was like second. It was a nice like pink like leopard or cheetah, and he had the cool like flames gutter hoodie. Like I really liked it. Like if I wasn't using my my pink smiles, or like the red smiles, like that would be my fallback one. And I literally was even thinking about it earlier that day. Like, I might want to swap to the dog. And it couldn't be a worse feeling in the world. Like you're it's sunk. But like there's yin and yang too. Like there's good people out there. There's like, awesome friends that like do real big solids that give you a feeling like you can't even describe. And I don't know, Mike, if you want to.
Yeah, no, you can say what happened. You can say it happened. Whatever it is. Yeah. So like when this happened to Andy, Andy is one of my best friends and he helps so much on this podcast. I mean, Jennifer and I are making so much money with endorsements on this podcast, and Andy hasn't made a penny. I felt terrible.
Okay, that's cap.
I'm joking. But in all honesty, I went and bought back Andy's dog and sent it to him from the person that had it listed. It wasn't the scammer. So like that person, and they weren't even possible to get a hold of. But it was like a bot that just put out offers, and they got it, and then they raised it back up a little bit, and I snagged it and sent it back to Andy into a new wallet that he has, a secure wallet. I was happy to do it. Yeah, for sure. I mean,
that is so nice.
Yeah, it was definitely emotional to see all that. It's Mike's an awesome guy from the start. Like, I mean, there was a time in the beginning when like we were getting in with Vivi, and there was like just one dude that always like would get on Mike and like call him a scammer. I'd be like, no, and Mike, who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Or I kind of do. But I mean, I would always like, like comfort. I'm like, no, dude, like this is like, I've known this dude like for 20 years. I like, this is, so I mean, I would always.
Yeah, we were on the background to that is we were all on Clubhouse giving like everyone was giving tips and tricks on how to get these VV drops. They were hard to get. They were selling out. And there was like an emulator that you could use on the like that. Everybody was just like talking tips and tricks, and I was leading those Clubhouse rooms. So this guy like started making YouTube videos about me, saying, like, some weirdo in the VV space. Yeah,
ridiculous stuff
for sure. Yeah, this was over a year ago. Yeah, ridiculous stuff for sure. But yeah, dude, Andy is a pleasure. I was happy that it worked out like that. That's where that dog should be. It was just sitting there on the floor, like that wasn't right. And I felt so bad that happened to you. And thankfully, like, and honestly, like I told you before we got on, thankfully it wasn't all the smiles. Like that could have very easily been all the smiles. Like everything could have gone.
It's the rarity saves that. I guess they don't take that into account.
Right. They just look at the floor price or whatever. Like, yeah, because I read a thread the day before that happened about that type of attack.
I actually recently read a thread on, we might have read the same thread.
Probably. There was one, it was like whatever it was 5-6 days ago.
Yeah.
And it was a very good thread about this exact attack and how they look at your wallet and they figure out what the your most expensive NFT is. And go for it.
Yeah, I've been a little down with COVID and a little disconnected the week before that, and kind of cost me.
So everything's. Yep. Go ahead, Jennifer.
What, Andy? What did you do after? So all of a sudden it gets taken out of your wallet. You're like, oh shit! Like,
well, I didn't realize it then.
Do? Okay.
But like I said, it was shifty enough. It was shady enough that like I disconnected to the site and I believe I revoked went to the revoked site at that point.
Revoked,
but it was
cash.
It was later on in the day, almost like when I was going home from work, when I had seen that the wallet action. So like unfortunately, like I also had like an hour drive home to where I couldn't really do anything at that point.
Oh, so you saw it and you were probably just like, mother effer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like perfect timing for me to notice this. Like what?
Yeah. I saw you made like
hours later.
I saw you made like a pissed off tweet to pre-mint. You were like, what the hell?
It could have been a lot of like work.
I mean, now there's like all the sites have had people put, pre-mint they really can't vet every single thing unless they want to unless they want to KYC their people. Like it's a terrible situation.
Yeah. I totally understand that. But there's always that like one or two dudes you see out on Twitter that are like doing that stuff for free, like for their contracts.
Yeah, auditing the contracts. Yeah, but
they gotta hook up with these. I know.
They should. Yeah. I mean, I always like MetaMask should have some kind of thing that says like, just so you know, like in plain English, not like weird, like whatever those things are you're supposed to be reading.
Oh, like, when you sign a transaction. You know what
I mean? Like you were giving access to your gutter dog contract. Like it should be like they should like it shouldn't just be that simple. Like it's like, and the gutter dog is one thing, but it happens. I retweeted the other day, somebody posted all of the locked, there's like 111 locked apes and like 250 locked mutants, 105 locked doodles. Like it's crazy. And that's, that's 1% of the collection. So like it's, I mean, there really should be in the, like, I mean, I don't know, MetaMask, like when it pops up, you're signing these weird contracts. Shouldn't it just say like, you're clicking to give access to your gutter dog contracts?
Some sort of visual prompt. Like,
I don't know.
You see a picture of like what contract is involved. Like, wait,
seems like they could stop some of that stuff.
Yeah. This NFT is going to this wallet.
Right.
Yeah. Like, wait, why is this gutter dog involved in this transaction?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. I'm minting a goblin shit. Like, why am I getting a gutter dog?
No,
what were you minting? Do you remember what the project was called?
No, I don't even remember what crap thing it was.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that's one of the yeah. And then the other thing is like I used a ledger that I got from Premint to lock it all up.
So, you got the ledger from Premint. Oh jeez.
So let's hope that doesn't fail.
Oh my god. Well, I'm sorry that happened to you, man. That was I know that was rough. That was a rough patch.
Maybe people can, if it saves anybody.
Yep.
Listening or anything.
And one thing people could think, if you do want to be flying around buying all that stuff, just have a burner wallet with only a little bit of ETH in it and nothing else.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a bit of a save. Like if you're trying to be a little bit risky with those, play that risk reward game, have a burner wallet with nothing in it really. Just a little bit of ETH for gas.
I definitely had, like the spirals in the gutter. I definitely should have moved it a long while ago. And I'd even, it should have been there a long while ago, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I have my super valuable stuff in my ledger that's at home. Like I couldn't even play in the Otherside demo the other day because I have my land locked up. But like I have a lot of them in my hot wallet. I really do. Like probably more than I should. I probably should put those all somewhere. That costs a lot of money to start sending everything,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's why I just stopped minting things because I'm like,
I'm with you, Jenny.
Move all my stuff.
Yeah.
I'm done minting.
Yeah. I
retired.
I had retired month. Do you guys remember when I said I was retired?
Yeah, I remember for sure. Yeah.
So long ago. And I really haven't minted since then at all. I've been buying some things on the secondary, but which is always a little more trusting because it's like, it's a lot less likely that you're going to get scammed if you're buying on the secondary versus connecting your wallet to a site and minting. So if you really want to play it safe, like, just buy things on the secondary.
Yeah. Get yourself educated. If you're going to be minting and playing the game, right now is not the time to be minting a million things anyway, but also you don't want to miss an opportunity. Like if you're someone out there, like really looking for opportunities, there are going to be some. So you just got to be super, super safe because, there's not a lot of people that haven't been scammed in some way, over the last year and a half. Like everybody's gotten hit with like, it's tough. So, but I'm glad it all worked out, Andy. You got him back where he should be.
Yes.
Thank you, my friend.
Victory.
Yeah, my pleasure, brother.
And I am going to change the PFP to
you're going to change back to the dog. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I wanted to wait till we recorded.
Now that dog's going to have some real meaning. You're going to change it.
I do love that dog.
Yeah. Always remember that now. So, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well,
all right, back to your regularly scheduled program.
And he's like, back to muting myself on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, come on and talk about how I got scammed and then go back.
We bring him on to talk about something bad. Dang it.
Yeah.
Well, at least there's a good resolution at the end,
The amazing Andy Cinquino, who has produced all 69 episodes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
So
yes. Andy is the real MVP. If you write a review, please include Andy. All right. Mm-hmm. He's a real MVP here.
Andy was eating it up in New York, getting a bit of his fame, taking pictures with people. He was eating it up.
Let's go.
At the Web3 party. Oh, Andy was a star of the show.
It was good meeting everybody there.
Oh, nice. The Web3 party. Yeah, that was a really fun event. My sister just hosted a whole ladies' night marathon on Twitch, and she had like 15 different ladies in the space. We kind of touched on the Web3 party a bit, but I saw
that. That looked really cool. I actually haven't listened to it yet, but it looked like I saw you were on the first half and the first third and the last third.
Yeah, I opened and closed.
Yeah, I wanted to check it out for sure. I always used to enjoy those. Yep,
yes. The first ever ladies' night, it was me, Steph, Newbie, who we've had on the pod, and Candy, who we're going to be having on the podcast. We're bringing her on this Friday. I don't know when we'll upload the episode, but she's going to be coming on the podcast. She is a huge whale, like insane. I just learned
that is no way to talk about Candy.
Okay. In the NFT space, whale means you just have a lot of NFTs.
Okay.
No, but yeah, she literally has 8,000 crypto kitties alone. Like,
wow,
2,000 Top Shot moments, 2,000 Gods and Chain cards. Like, she has probably over 20,000 NFTs. Like, she's one of the biggest NFT collectors. That maybe Carlini has more with all his secret wallets, but she's probably like number one, number two out of all the people we've interviewed and had on the show.
Wow.
So I'm super excited to bring her on. I'm like, I love Candy. She also goes by Brood Moose. Maybe you know her by that, but yeah. Anyway, sneak peek on the next interview. Yeah.
Yep. We actually have another interview we recorded before this episode that we're going to release next week. Yeah, Nate Alex. But yeah, it's but that still will be the next one we do. That was really good too. He dropped a little bit of alpha on his upcoming project, which I guess we'll wait till the interview.
He probably has a ton of. He's up there too with his NFTs. He's a big OG in the space.
Yeah. Well. Sounds like he sold everything though.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he has a lot of high value NFTs, so he might have like kind of condensed into just the more valuable stuff.
Yeah, for sure. So, did you see like this week Kevin Hart dropped a project, Chris Brown dropped a project?
I saw on Twitter that people said that they did not do well at all.
They did not. Chris Brown, I mean, first of all, who would buy a Chris Brown NFT anyway? But I think that last I looked, that sold like 200 out of 10,000. And the guy has like 113 million followers on Instagram. It's like,
Wow.
it's absolute disgrace. Like, I mean, whoever's advising them, I can't even imagine what advice they're getting. And Kevin Hart, I remember he posted, this was probably 2 weeks ago. He posted on Twitter, he said, going down the Web3 rabbit hole. And then the first comment I saw was, how long until you, or let me guess, next you're going to be promoting an NFT project or whatever.
Yep.
And then literally like 3 days later he was, and that didn't go well either. Like they're just, they think they can just put stuff out, you know, like, and it's weird because Kevin Hart's worth like $500 million and he's putting out this project that's going to bring in like $1 million. Like, I don't know.
People are not buying the celebrity, cash grabs anymore. And I think that at first people were kind of thinking, oh, maybe they're bringing people into the space, and maybe they were, like people like Paris Hilton who actually, stayed in the space and did things. Snoop Dogg, still doing things in NFTs. Like, but a lot of these celebrities that just, it's kind of like they're one and done type of deal. It's like people that aren't already into NFTs, they're not buying these. And then people that are into NFTs know that it's literally just a cash grab that's going to go to zero. So there's really not too many buyers. And especially these days, being in a bear market, it's like, yeah, it's even harder to launch a project. And there's just been so many celebrities that have come and gone, and, a lot of their projects have a floor of zero. And so it's just like a lot of people have learned through that, not to trust and not to touch these celebrity NFT projects that drop.
Yeah, for sure. It's interesting to watch. I mean, they were doing well at first, and then they're just like, people just realize it's just, they got to do, eventually there's going to be one that clicks and they do it right. But like these guys, it's just not it. Like just coming out there and throwing some random thing out there and talking about it for a minute.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I've seen it a lot. I've seen athletes try and drop things that don't go well. Like it's an interesting dynamic. I know that Wag Me United drop. Did you keep up on that one? That's not necessarily celebrities. I don't know if it quite sold out. They were selling for like 0.35. So they weren't cheap. 0.35. Wag Me United.
I know K Money, who he brought on, said he was working with Wag Me United, right?
Okay. Well, I know G Money is for sure. I didn't know about K Money. It's like Hunter O'Reilly, but there's like a ton of people. He might be part of it.
No, maybe it was, I don't know.
Oh, no, he was like wagme.io or whatever.
Yeah. You know what? I think it was something different.
That's different. Yeah, that was different. That was different. This is that soccer. It was like a level 4 soccer team in England that they bought.
Oh, they have the squiggly as the
exactly the squiggly squiggle jersey.
Sorry, the chrome squiggle. It's not a squiggle.
Yeah, your buddy Snowfro.
Yeah. I interviewed him on VCon main stage for a panel.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
yes, you did.
That was a lot of fun.
So yeah, no, that dropped. The last I looked, I haven't been at my computer and like dialed in, but the last I looked, it wasn't quite sold out. I was gonna look at the secondary. If I could get one for under mint, it might be worth to try and snag it. There's a lot of people, like Gary V's name is on there. G Money, G Funk, Hunter O'Reilly is big part of it. Are you familiar with that guy?
I see a lot. I'm looking at the page now. I do see a lot of familiar faces that are a part of this.
Yeah, maybe even Jimmy.eth, if I'm not mistaken.
The floor on OpenSea is 0.29 right now. What did they mint?
Yeah, I think 3.5. I think 0.35.
Oh, really? Oh, that's really steep.
I guess they must
be really trying to raise a lot of money for some.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see Gary V's like on the team. I mean, don't I don't know what he does for them.
Right. It might just be like put a little money toward it or
he's like an advisor.
Can we use your name? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or they probably gave him money. Can we give you a couple $100,000 just to use your name?
So what does this get you? Like, do you know?
I don't know exactly.
Okay.
It gets you the NFT with the jersey.
Yeah.
And then maybe you're a partial owner of the team. But I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you.
Interesting.
I haven't like it. It's one that caught my eye just because of the buzz and the people that are involved.
Right. But sometimes those things don't do, like, remember party degens?
Yeah, for sure. I have one of those.
Yeah, I have one of those too, like, which they're great because they throw parties and like the utility is amazing because you know, every time they throw a party, you get like free tickets to it. And I've been to 2 of their parties. They've been awesome, definitely worth it.
Mm-hmm.
But they did not do as well as I think that they thought they were going to do. Like, I think the floor, I don't know, what is it now? I think it's probably around like 0.2. It's just been like a steady floor.
Mm-hmm.
I might be wrong, but there's a lot of notable people on that team too, where it was like, oh, this can't go
Yeah, that was
wrong,
Farouk.
you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, so I thought that was interesting. Oh, 0.17 is the floor currently.
Okay.
I just found it.
Yep.
So yeah, it doesn't always just because, and it's funny because that used to be an indicator of success. Like, oh, if the team, you know, it's a good team. I mean, can still be successful, but doesn't necessarily have to have a high floor price, you know, for a project to be successful.
For sure. I mean, yeah, the party DJs, because they threw a party that looked pretty cool at NYC. If they keep throwing parties, a few years down the road, you're definitely going to get your value out of it.
I feel like I've already gotten my value out of it.
I haven't been to a party of theirs yet, so I haven't gotten any value. But
they had when I went, Danny Seedphrase, and his name is Danny. He was DJing, which I thought was super cool. Because he has like, what is it, like the only 9 trait punk or something like that. And I've always wanted to meet him in person, and I got to meet him, and like it was just really cool. So I liked that a lot. But yeah, he's a part of the project, and just a lot of other people.
Yeah, there are. Yeah, I remember when that came out, the whole list of people involved in it. Yep. Yeah. So what else has been going on? Our buddy John Knopf, who we had on, the photographer, he did an open edition. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say he did it with another artist. What is her name? They did United We Stand. It was a United We Stand collab. Let me find what her name is while I'm talking about it. They did an open edition for 0.1 for 48 hours, and they sold 222 of them. So they We Stand Together, I think. What is it? Oh man, I gotta find it. But they sold 222 of them. They raised like 25,000 and put it toward a charity with respect to like women's reproductive rights. So that was pretty neat how that went down. I'm not sure if they expected to sell more or if they, like things have been, we've talked about a couple other open editions that didn't really sell. The last one that I remember that did sell a lot and then got crushed was that Sartoshi that as he was walking out the door sold, 17,000 of them.
Yeah, open editions are interesting because basically
they're very interesting. Yeah.
Open edition is just like, here is a one single NFT, and then the quantity is out of how many people decide to mint within this certain time period.
Yep.
And everybody gets the same thing. And I feel like sometimes people don't know what open edition means, and they just like mint, and then it's like, oh shit, this is literally the same NFT as everybody else. It's not. Open editions are never really like lucrative, to be honest. Like I have yet to see an open edition that does really well on the secondary. But yeah, I feel like I can think of one in the past, but I can't remember the name of it.
I think Fuocious did well. I think that one.
I think that's
maybe not with ETH getting so low, but like that price held. I know it's at 0.35 right now. I forget exactly what we had to pay for them. I think that one did decent. But yeah, you're right. A lot of and it'll be cyclical.
Right.
Because like what'll happen is people will stop doing open editions, and then there'll be a really good one that not a lot of people will mint, and it'll blow up. You know what I mean? And then like everyone will start doing them again, and then they'll be crappy, and then it'll
or someone will like do some great crazy utility for the open edition.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
But
like this, I used to see that in the ticket market where things will be cyclical, like because it's always supply and demand. How many ticket brokers are buying it? How many people are minting the open edition. So
Right.
like there'll be times when all these concerts are really strong and everybody's buying them, and then it goes to shit because too many people bought them. And then next time around, nobody will buy it because it wasn't good. And all of a sudden it'll be huge. So like there will be a time when
Right.
there will be some open editions that are really good because people are scared to buy them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when there's that time, that's the game to play. Who knows?
There we go. There's the
Yep.
alpha.
Yeah, but congratulations to John though. And let me try and look real quick to get who he did that with, because I don't want to leave her name out. She's a really cool artist, and I should have had it written in my notes. Yep, Anna McNaughty. Do you know her?
No, I do not.
Yep.
I don't think I do.
Yep, Anna McNaughty. We Stand Together was they raised 22.9 ETH. The transfer has been made to the Unicorn DAO, and thank you to everyone that contributed. It's a really cool photo. It's a photo of New York from above of Times Square, but it's edited with all kinds of like NFT degen stuff and equal rights for women stuff on the. It's actually all NFT. It's not degen stuff. It's all like women's rights, equal rights, billboards, all changed up. Really cool.
Oh, nice.
Really cool photo, piece of art. Congratulations to that squad. Yeah, for sure.
Do you want to hear an embarrassing story?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so yeah, of course. Let's hear it. Embarrassing, sign me up. Okay, so yeah, so yesterday I decided to pull a degen move, which I never do. I'm very like play it safe, like hold, don't buy things unless I've done a lot of research. And I just randomly decided to buy Bagner WTF.
Yep.
Have you seen that? I saw it on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw everybody talking about it. Yep.
Yeah, and I had seen them tweet, "Oh, we just sold out 2 hours ago," and I was like, let me check. And I honestly didn't even. I really should have done a lot of research beforehand. I didn't know it was a free mint. I was like, oh, great. I'm somebody's exit liquidity. Okay, that's nice. Anyway, I bought on the secondary. This is just embarrassing, but I bought 2 for 0.1, literally a local top. As soon as I bought it, I'm not even joking, it went down. 20 minutes later, the floor was 0.07. I was like, bruh, like what? This is just, and now the floor, so they revealed today at noon.
Yep.
I did not get rare ones. And the floor is 0.035. And I'm just like, this is why I don't just randomly buy things. Like I literally just threw away a couple $100 like for no reason.
It's tough.
And I'm like, let me just stick to what I'm good at, which is holding.
Yeah. Everybody was talking about it. Like Pharrell literally tweeted out Bagners NFTs and nothing else. Like,
but to be fair, Pharrell also, Pharrell or Farouk?
Farouk. Yeah, what did I say?
Like
Farouk. No.
To be fair, Farouk also just tweets about a lot of projects. So
for sure. I'm not. There's not. Yeah, no. He's always talking about what's happening in the space.
But yeah,
it's not his fault.
I don't know what got into me. Just decided to buy one.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta make a move. I've had tons of those where I've bought the high on the hype.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I shouldn't give up, be like, oh, it's just dead now. It's only been one day, but I kind of feel like it's dead.
It might be.
I feel like it's not gonna go above what I paid for. In which case, I'm just forced to hold because I don't like selling things for a loss. It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
Like there's just something about that. I just don't like it. So I will hold these to the grave now. So that's
I was wondering to myself if buying them at 03, 035 might be a move.
Oh,
I don't
great.
know. Yeah, I don't know.
Everyone's gonna see you bought them. Like, yes, pump it.
And then
I buy,
sell.
sell.
Right. I'll wait. Yeah, I wait until it's like dead in the water and buy it and revive it. I will personally revive the entire project.
I will. Yes, Michael, save my bags. Come on.
Yeah, there we go.
Come on, work your magic. No, it's fine.
I'm gonna sweep the floor.
Yeah, and I never tweet about things that I buy unless it's something that I have high conviction in. But I'll talk about it on the pod because why not?
Yeah.
Not endorsing it. I'm just stating the facts here.
Mm-hmm. No, that wasn't. I mean, with the hype and the people, like everyone was talking about it, sounding like it was almost like a new Goblin Town or something. Like it kind of had that vibe a little bit to it.
Right. Did you buy anything this last week?
I haven't bought this last week, but about 3 weeks ago, I minted 6 of those Rebels. Did you see that one? Rebels by Night.
No.
Yeah.
How's that doing?
It's actually doing all right. The floor's like 0.23. The reason I minted it, I listened to a couple spaces, or at least one space with them. O'Shiny is an advisor to them, and
nice.
and Blau is also on their team. And they kind of they seemed like they were smart and working on some interesting things. Like I don't even know exactly what they were working on, but just whatever it was, it caught me. So I minted 6 of them. It sold out. It actually did well, and then I was able to reveal. And nothing I got is like ultra rare, but the floors, I think I paid like 0.1 for them. So it's about a double up at this point. And I'm just holding for a little while and seeing if they can do anything. Like I like O'Shiny, nice. And he hasn't been like part of a million projects. So like he's not going to want to see it, die. Because he put his name on it. And he was on this, right? I mean, who knows? Like, so many of them do, but
yeah.
So I didn't even talk about that one like in the Discord or on the podcast up until right this minute, just because so much was so bad. Like I didn't want to like people to follow me and start buying it,
Right.
But it seems to be doing all right. So that's one that I bought, and I haven't really bought much else. I've been traveling, so and I'm not really trying to press the issue right now. I'm just waiting to see what ETH does. Like ETH, got back up to 1250 and back down to like 1175. Yeah, no, it's not that high anymore.
Oh, damn it. Yeah. I never know the price of ETH. Actually, I'm gonna Google it right now.
Yeah, what's it right now? I think it's like 1160 or something.
What's your guess? 1160, 1,152.
What?
Okay,
really?
Okay. Well, I remember when it did.
1,152. What did I say? Oh yeah. Oh, I said 11. I was 8 cents off, or $8 off.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to. I actually have a quick. Oh, we said on this episode we were going to each ask each other a question.
Okay. Yep.
Which. Oh, actually, my question I just thought of is different than the one I wrote down. But screw it. I'm just gonna go with it. I'll go with the question that popped in my head, which was, so apes are back to 108th floor, or at least there's like 2 apes in the way, and then it's like 108th floor.
Yeah, I was happy to see that today.
Yeah. Are you considering, like, have you been thinking about selling your ape at all? Like, did this make you think about anything? Because it's like it went up, then it went down, and then it's like, oh shit, everyone thinks, fuck, I should have sold, right? And now it's like up again. Like, did this make you think anything about, potentially selling or whatever?
Right. I mean, I'm not close to selling my ape right now. It went from, they went from 450,000 floor down to whatever it was, like 100,000, or even less when the real crash happened. So like now that it's, I guess that would be at 100 ETH, it's like 120,000. Not really. I saw the mutants are back to 20. I mean, if the apes get up to like 350, 400, if they get to that point again, I will have to consider it. I think a lot of probably will. So like, just because people were probably pretty devastated when it went down like it did. The mutant I've been eyeing selling for a while.
Yeah, you keep talking about nice. Yeah, now it's up,
I know. Like I might think about selling that one. I don't do anything with it, like it's like and how high is it really gonna get? I mean, those were at 80, 90,000 at their peak, I'm pretty sure. And now they're 22,000, 24,000 at this point, which is nothing to shake a stick at. Yeah, exactly. Given the price of ETH, I'm not considering selling my ape at this point. It's not even something that like I wouldn't sell it for this cheap. I think the risk reward is is better
Okay,
on my
I'll
side
stop
to
asking.
hold it at this point. Yeah.
I gotta occasionally ask you about that, so.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. No, I'm happy to be honest and say where my head is at. Like if I go a year and don't make any money and I could still get 100,000 for the ape, I might, like things, never say never about anything, but I'd like to make money in other places and hold the ape. I'd rather keep the ape forever if I can,
Yeah. Do you ever think about because I think about this with people that have like a ton of NFTs. Then I think I'm like, you have a ton of NFTs. Do you ever think about just like selling everything and retiring and like living on an island or something?
I don't know if my portfolio is worth quite that much, but if it was, I would absolutely think about that, cashing out and, keeping a couple that I really like, but I don't have enough value to.
Really? Wait, what?
I don't think so.
I feel like your portfolio is worth more than you think.
It might be.
It might be. All right, TBD.
Yeah, I haven't even really priced it all out. There's so much, it's hard to wrap your head around.
Yeah,
there's
sites you can connect and check.
And it tells you, but but not really, because like I have some that are like 101 art that the floor is it'll be like 10 ETH, but it's not really. You can't really get that.
Right, it's a liquid. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some that are kind of not quite accurate, but I should try and look that up a little bit. I definitely wouldn't be. I mean, I could go to an island. We could, some islands are cheap to and live.
Yeah.
But I have the 3 kids. I gotta, they gotta go to school and
true.
I gotta support them. If it was just me, I probably already would be like living somewhere crazy. If it was just me, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, your kids could move to the island.
Yeah, they could.
School on the island.
Then you got to buy private. You got to pay for private school in that case.
Oh.
Typically, we've looked at it. We've looked at some spots.
Interesting.
Yep. Yeah. So that's your question for me. Am I looking to sell my ape? And if I had a question for you, what I'd ask is, where do you see Jenny from the blockchain in like 5 years? What do you want to do? What's like your
oh my gosh,
goal?
Not the 5-year question.
Yeah, I know it's a tough question. What do you want to do? Like if you had your dreams set up, what do you see for yourself?
It's crazy because 5 years ago I was 22 and I was just about to move out and finish college, and life has been so different since then. Like so many things have happened that I would have never imagined. And I've, done so many different things. And so it's hard to imagine 5 years out. And I know you're like supposed to, but I don't know. 5 years. So I'm 27 now. I'll be 32 in 5 years, which is kind of like this point where you're like, that's kind of like the last age before like there starts to be problems if you have a baby. But anyway, I'm not trying to have a baby anytime in the next 5 years. But
okay.
I just know that's kind of like the point where it's like, okay, 32 is kind of
that. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, what I would like to do is, I would like to be able to travel around a bunch, and I mean, I'm already working remotely, and in the Web3 space. I don't know if I'll still be working in the Web3 space. I would like to. Yeah, I don't know. It's such a hard question.
It is a hard question for sure.
Yeah, that's just tough. But I am building out a website right now. I just bought jennyfromtheblockchain.xyz. And I'm going to be making a website for myself.
Cool. You're not using Jenny from the block.chain?
No, I am not using Jenny from the block.chain. Okay. And then I was compiling yesterday. I spent some time compiling all of the YouTube shows that I've been on as a guest since I've been into the NFT space, basically in the last year and a half. And I amassed like 24 different YouTube shows. I'm like, wow. Jesus, I was on quite a bit. And that's not even all the podcasts that are audio only. But anyway, I want my website to be kind of like all the things that I've done in Web3 and yeah, I don't know, 5 years, that's quite a long time.
No, I like that answer. It's good. I mean, makes you think, and
Hopefully
5
growing
years is
some
a
fruits and
really long time.
vegetables. I would like to grow
Yeah.
my own fruits and vegetables. I've been vegetarian since I was 14, vegan since I was 15. And I just like, plant-based diet stuff.
Yeah.
And I just think it'd be awesome to grow my own stuff, if I had a lot of land. I mean, right now I live in a super tiny apartment, so that seems kind of far off, but yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I would have a house.
Yeah, that's good stuff to aspire to for sure. House, a little bit of land, grow your own fruits and vegetables. I like.
Yes.
Yeah. You could start a fruits and vegetables DAO.
I don't know. I would want to keep them for myself.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe. Or give it to friends and family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where I'm staying right now is my mother-in-law's place, and you could almost call it like a hippie commune where they do have like communal gardens and
ooh.
I'm making a pot roast tomorrow, and I'm using the garlic and the onions and the potatoes and all kinds of stuff that they grew.
Ooh, what the heck? That's so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
I love
neat
that
here. Yeah. It's the Eco Village outside of Ithaca, New York.
Eco Village. Well, you shouldn't be disclosing where you're at.
Why?
Because what if somebody comes and tries to kidnap you or something?
What are they gonna? They're gonna for my hard wallet's away, so I don't have any. My good stuff's locked up somewhere. I'm not gonna say where.
Still, you better be careful.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. No more telling people where you are on the pod.
Sorry.
We got to keep that information private.
I was only kidding. That's not where I am.
It was just a lie, folks.
Yeah.
It was not true at all. Okay, well, what else has happened in the NFT space to talk about?
Logan Paul, he bought that $5 million Pokemon card.
Oh yeah.
Well, he has the platform that he started called Liquid that I don't think it's even getting much traction or whatever, but he is breaking up that Pokemon card into 50 million tokens at 10 cents each.
He's fractionalizing it?
Yeah, he's fractionalizing it. He's keeping 49% ownership and selling the other, whatever it is, 25 million and one tokens.
Wow.
For 10 cents each. People can go on and buy them. I thought that was kind of interesting.
That is interesting.
I got to look into it and see how. I think the sale started like a day or two ago. So I got to look into it and see how that went. The Reddit is doing some kind of NFT avatar sale. They're going kind of head first into NFTs. If you read about that at all.
Reddit? No, I haven't.
Yeah, Reddit's doing it. Yep. I think that sale's happening soon, and I think they're selling them for like $60. So not like an ultra high amount of money. Yep. What else did I see happening this week? So I mentioned real quickly the Otherside demo. People kind of seem to like it. They seem to be able to handle a lot of people.
Yeah.
People were just running around. It didn't look like it was too much, but I think on the 16th they're doing it's called the first trip, and they're really going to show people what they've been working on and get tons of people in there at the same time to make sure it works. I mean, I guess that's going to be the key to how Yuga, performs in the future, is how this game does right now. At least it seems like what they're putting all their kind of chips into.
Mm-hmm.
They're putting all their eggs into that basket, I think. So that happened. And well, you remember Mitch Putnam we had on? He was talking about that Cyber Bandits project. He talked about that. He threw it in at the end that he was working on that. I don't even know if
Mitch. I remember having him on.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They sold that out 5,000 pieces.
Hey.
The artist, it was actually because the artist is this guy, Michael Reeder. I didn't know much about him until this happened, but it's pretty cool. And a lot of other high profile artists kind of vouched for him and tweeted about it. And it took them a week and they sold out 5,000 pieces at 0.1. So,
wow.
It's tough to do these days. It's not easy. Yeah.
Yeah. Selling out a project.
Yeah. That was pretty impressive. So congratulations to Mitch. And other than that, I had a couple like overarching things. We've been going over an hour now. Like I put, and maybe we can even talk about this with the next guest because it'll still be relevant. But like when and if ETH goes up, are NFT prices going to hold at their ETH price, or is it more going to like match with USD prices? So say ETH goes up to 2,500, are the eights still going to be a 100 ETH floor?
That's the question.
Right. That's
That
the
is
question.
the question.
Yeah. What would you think about that? Like probably
Well,
somewhere in the middle, I guess, and maybe some projects. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just remember when people were saying, "Oh, if ETH goes up, then NFTs will adjust to the price, or if ETH goes down, like
Right.
NFTs will adjust." And we didn't really see that. Like ETH went crashing down, and so did NFTs. Like it didn't really, like ETH affected NFTs, more than I think people thought it would. So I think ETH going up, I don't know that it would make NFTs more valuable. If anything, I could see them maybe adjusting to the USD price and then kind of being a little bit cheaper. But then again, I could also see the flip side where maybe people become a little more confident in NFTs and they start buying, and, because people always like to buy when there's indicators that it's bullish, right? Like,
Right.
and then, so it's like, I don't know. I could see both sides though. I could see, and then I could see a lot of people trying to sell, and oh my God, this is my chance, it's my chance to sell.
I think people are going to sell on this whenever the next run up is, just because like this is like you said, this is my chance. I got almost wiped out. Like they're gonna, it's gonna, because last time everybody's just like, man, everything's going to the moon.
But everyone, but then you feel euphoric in that phase during that time.
You do, right? That's what it is.
Because you feel good. You're like,
you think it's gonna keep going.
Yeah, my stuff's worth, and like, it's worth this much, and but it could be worth even more. And you just feel that sense of like, that feeling of euphoria. And I definitely remember feeling that with Top Shot. I remember feeling that with my ETH NFTs, and, kind of not really taking action either direction, but still feeling, emotionally feeling the cycles for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I felt it with the ape 100%. Like I was like, this thing's going to $1 million.
Yeah.
I mean, I told my wife that I was like, this thing's going to $1 million. Like, it really felt like that. It felt like there was no, like every celebrity was buying it, and the dropping tokens and this.
And then we forget it can't be up only forever.
No, it can't. No, it can't.
Yeah. What goes up must come down.
We didn't think it was going to come down quite this hard in a quick 8-week period, but
yeah, for sure.
We're here building. We love the space. I have nowhere else to go. I'm here. I believe in it. I believe in NFTs. I think there's going to be new types of NFTs, memberships, and real world things that are coming that are going to be really important. And I'm here for it. So.
Yes. Yeah. And we're still building, the podcast over here,
we are
twice
building.
a week recording. Like we're still, I mean, we did kind of take a bit of a, I think we had like a 10-day without a podcast episode. Sorry about that, but but we're back. So
we're gonna get on our regular schedule, and we're keep going for sure. I mean, I'll do this. I love doing this podcast. So I love our community, and it's really fun talking to everybody. I haven't been in the Discord as much as I should be recently because I've been traveling, but I will get back up in there talking to everybody and all that for sure.
Yeah. So anything else we want to say before we close off this episode, or should we kind of? Oh, we have to do the top 10.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Good idea. Let me pull it up. I'm gonna have to go off camera. Yeah,
we forgot about it.
It has been. Let's see. So what we do here is the top 10 sales volume over the last 7 days by NFT collection. And we've done this we've done this pretty much since the beginning to go over some stats, see where everything is. So we haven't done this in a while. It's probably been almost a month. So I go to cryptoslam.io and look at the collection rankings by sales volume. I should actually probably start going to flips.finance because they have a lot more stats, but we've always done it on CryptoSlam. So I'm here now. NFT collection rankings by sales volume last 7 days. Number 1, Bored Ape Yacht Club with $15 million, 108 buyers, 162 transactions. Not crazy. Number 2 is CryptoPunks. Not surprising, 11 million. And number 3, which has really moved up the charts, and the last couple of times we've talked, it's been on there, is So Rare, the soccer card trading. They've had 106,000 transactions, almost as many as Axie Infinity, which is way down the list, but that's so like they have the most transactions. Where's Top Shot?
Yeah,
9 more transactions than Top Shot.
Oof.
Top Shot's 98,000 transactions in the last week. So Rare has more.
Interesting.
People are probably crushing it on So Rare. I gotta take a look. It's probably too late. It's probably like because the volume's been insane.
So Rare. Top Shot. I literally don't tell my sister this. I just put like $600 into Top Shot.
I won't. Don't tell your sister. No,
she's probably listening on the other side of the wall. And I was buying some S1. So I was literally digging for 2-digit serials under $50, like S1 commons. Okay. And I was finding a solid amount. And I just like bought a bunch. And then I spent it all in like 30 minutes. So rip. But that might really pay off one day. Those series 1, like if they have their moment again, that's good. People are gonna need series 1s. If anyone's bullish on series 1 Top Shot moments, it's me. Like nice. Probably one of the most bullish series 1 collectors. Yep. I feel like.
And with me, Top Shot, I'm a LeBron guy. If I was gonna put any money, I would just buy LeBron. Number 4 is Mutants, and number 5 is Other Deeds. So Yuga is the top 4 out of the top 5, other than So Rare. Yep. Art Blocks number 6, ENS number 7, Moonbirds, Clone X, and Doodles. So really, you have the real stalwarts in the space. The Possessed is number 11. I'm not even too familiar with that one. I heard about it, but I haven't looked at it. Kennel Club is 12. Good old Azuki's 13.
The dog started pumping like crazy. Like, did you see that?
I did not see it. I did not hear it.
Someone was saying there's some type of insider trading happening. The floor is 8.4 right now. Let me look up. Hold on. Let me look up on Evaluate Market. Handy dandy. Board the dogs. Hold on. Let me look at the kennels because I wanted to see the activity.
Yeah, somebody might know something's coming.
Somebody had showed a chart where it was like all of a sudden. Oh, it was not Katarina. She had tweeted out this chart where it was like all of a sudden all these sales started happening for the Bored Ape Kennel Club dogs. So I don't know if there's some type of. So don't be surprised if you hear some type of information coming out soon or some type of announcement.
Will. That's usually how that happens.
Yeah, a day ago there's a ton of sales.
Wow. Yes, that's interesting to me that the real blue chips, Doodles, Clone X, Moonbirds, all the Yuga stuff. That's the top 10 art blocks.
Yeah.
ENS.
Yep.
So there we go. There's God Hates NFTs. I think that one. Last I saw that one was over at ETH Floor.
Okay, really quickly, because I just found.
Yeah.
So the last several days, the Bored Ape Kennel dogs were chilling at like 6 point something. So 6 point something floor. All of a sudden, I wish I could screen share and show you this. I'll send you the link. But anyway, on June 9th, all of a sudden, all these sales happen and it shoots all the way up. The floor shoots up to 10. and now it's kind of leveled down to like 8.4. But yeah, just out of nowhere almost.
July 9th or June 9th? You said June. July, right? Yeah. So just yesterday. Wow. I didn't see that at all. Interesting.
Yeah. So like just out of nowhere, like just boom, shoots up. So not sure why that was happening, but
I'm sure there's going to be an announcement. It makes perfect sense, you know. If there is, we'll know that to work that out.
Yes.
Yep. God Hates NFTs is down to 0.41, by the way. It was over an ETH, I'm pretty sure. At one point that I looked at it. Yeah.
I was hoping that would be my Bagner. Project,
right. You never know. It doesn't seem like it, but it's a man. Bagners had tons of volume. Bagner had like.
Oh, there were sales happening every minute, like multiple sales every minute. I was like,
and there's only 69. Yeah, they've had 700 ETH in volume. Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Okay, well, this has been a great episode number 69. Numerically significant. Thank you all for tuning in, and don't forget to write a review if you've been listening to the podcast and have been enjoying it. And we will catch you in the next episode. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to the NFT Catcher Podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode and learned something new about the exciting world of NFTs. If you enjoyed today's episode, please take a moment to subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And if you really love what you're hearing, please leave us a rating and review on your favorite platform. If you want to stay up to date with the latest news and insights from the NFT space, be sure to follow us on all the socials at NFT Catcher Pod. You can follow Jennifer at Jennifer_pseudo and Michael at NFTicket. I'm your producer, Andy, and I'm at AJC254. Our theme song's by It's Just Los. We always appreciate your feedback and support, which helps us reach more people and bring you informative and engaging content about NFTs. We look forward to bringing you more great NFT content in future episodes. Thanks for listening. Peace.